Now, days after torrential rain flooded large parts of the city, killing at least 50 people and causing thousands of crores in damage, several areas of Hyderabad received heavy showers on Saturday evening, again triggering traffic jams and waterlogging. Once again, it was a nightmarish night for residents in several areas of Hyderabad. The streets and roads got flooded. Now, amidst heavy rain, the third major lake has been breached in Hyderabad within a week, causing huge flash floods in several areas that carried away anything that came in the way. And officials confirmed to NDTV that they are looking into the situation at the moment. Uma Sudhir joins us for more. Uma, take us through what have been the developments overnight. How's it looking like on Sunday morning?
Heavy rain certainly in several areas of Hyderabad. In fact, Hyderabad as well as adjoining districts, the weather office had predicted last night that there is going to be heavy rain, which meant more than 7 centimeters. But what we are hearing is that many areas have received more than 15 to 18 centimeters of rain. This comes at a time when already all the water bodies are full, and in fact, the draining out of water has not been happening. It still was just about beginning to recede when this kind of a downpour has once again happened, and what they are predicting is 5 days more of rain till the 21st of October. The situation now is that the biggest danger that came was because the Balanagar lake, which is also called the Gurram Cheruvu lake, that in fact breached, and that caused huge flooding in Hafiz Baba Nagar, Nadil Colony, all those Chandrayan Gutta as well. All those areas are heavily flooded, and people in fact had to rush to the first floors. I mean, even before that, the locals themselves had started alerting using social media to alert each other and say that people need to be evacuated from the ground floors and go to the top floors of their buildings and accommodate others as well, despite this being corona season, and help save lives. So the visuals that we are seeing now appear to be something that is commonly coming out of Hyderabad, of these vehicles actually being swept in these currents at a very, very high speed. So obviously the speed of the waters was such that it was carrying away anything that came in its way, and therefore very obviously no one can afford to be out on the streets, and there should be in structures that are steady, that can withstand this kind of an onslaught by the weather. This is something that the officials are also saying. I've not the kind of advisories that are being put out are also of asking people to stay safe, stay inside the steady kind of a buildings, the buildings that are firm and can withstand this rain. But as of now, areas like Secunderabad and the newer areas of the city do not have any rain. But it is the flooding that's caused by the breaching of this third lake, as you mentioned, that is causing huge havoc in those areas. And they are, as of now, cut off. They're asking for water, they're asking for food, and they're asking for rescue as well from those areas.
And what is the situation of that rescue, Uma? You told us earlier that NDRF is already in action in that area. Do we know more details if people had to be evacuated, taken to safer patches?
In fact, it was 5 teams of the NDRF that had come in. 5 teams is one team is about 80 members, and each of those will be equipped with rafts and boats and other rescue material. There is also the state disaster response force and an army column that had been called in after the flooding that happened in the intervening night of Tuesday and Wednesday last week. After which, in fact, now we are talking about those teams are continuing to work on the field for 3 to 4 days, and the rescue was still not over when this fresh kind of downpour has happened. And that's one reason why we do expect that the NDRF is going to stay on and continue with the rescue operations in those areas. 2 of those NDRF teams that, of course, come in from Guntur itself. And right now, in fact, the disaster response team of the local revenue authority is also working round the clock, because every time there's a clogging that happens, that's going to cause more flooding. And the main worry has really become the breaching of the lakes, because that brings in a huge quantity of water and floods those areas, and comes at a very fast speed, and there is no reaction time. When it
right.
is see the water level is going up, when breach of flow is sudden, and it is heavy, and it happen. The depth of the water is such that people are not able to. If they are anywhere out there, they are going to be carried away. That's why we are seeing heavy vehicles also being carried away in the rains, even as the police and other forces are involved still in the rescue operation.
All right, situation continues to be quite critical at this point, and what you're seeing right now is the breach that Uma was just talking about. Yet another breach there, which has caused the latest round of flooding in Hyderabad, and this is costing huge amount of damages as well. You saw anybody literally in the way of those floods being washed away, even heavy duty vehicles.